How secure is your online presence? It's a question that's more relevant than ever, as we increasingly live our lives in the digital realm. Cybersecurity isn't just about safeguarding our devices, it's about protecting our identities, our personal information, and our peace of mind. In today's world, a weak online presence can lead to devastating consequences. From identity theft and financial losses, to damage to professional and personal relationships, the risks are all too real. Cybercriminals are continually evolving, using sophisticated methods to exploit vulnerabilities. This makes it incredibly important for us to be proactive in protecting our online presence. We need to understand the potential dangers and take steps to guard against them. Cybersecurity is not a luxury, it's a necessity in an interconnected world. It's about taking control of your digital footprint and ensuring that your personal information remains just that, personal. So the question isn't whether you should worry about cybersecurity, but rather, how can you improve it? You don't need to be a tech whiz to understand the basics of cybersecurity. Let's dive right in. Cybersecurity, at its core, is the practice of protecting our online presence, our personal information, our digital assets, and even our identities from malicious threats. It's a bit like a digital knight in shining armor standing guard over our internet castle. So what are these threats we're trying to protect against? Well, there's a whole host of them, but let's talk about the most common ones. First up, we have malware. This is a term that covers any software intentionally designed to cause damage to a computer, server, client, or computer network. Picture it as a digital gremlin, wreaking havoc wherever it goes. Next, we have phishing. This isn't the relaxing, rod-and-reel type of phishing. Phishing is when scammers use fraudulent emails or websites to trick you into giving out personal information, like your password or credit card number. Think of it as a digital con artist, always looking for the next mark. Then there's identity theft. This is when someone fraudulently uses another person's information, typically for financial gain. It's like a digital doppelganger living a separate life using your personal details. Now, how do we guard against these threats? Well, that's where firewalls, antivirus software, and secure networks come in. Firewalls act as a digital barrier, blocking unauthorized access to your computer system. They're the castle walls of your internet kingdom. Antivirus software is like a digital detective, always on the lookout for the telltale signs of malicious software. It hunts down these digital gremlins and stops them in their tracks. Secure networks, on the other hand, are like private roads that only you and authorized users can travel on. They're harder for malicious actors to infiltrate, making your online journey safer. So there you have it. Cybersecurity isn't just for the tech-savvy, it's for everyone who steps foot into the digital world. It's your digital knight, your castle wall, your detective, and your private road. Remember, understanding the threats is the first step towards protection. Now that we understand the threats, what steps can you take to secure your online presence? Firstly, let's talk about passwords. A strong, unique password is your first line of defense. It's like the key to your digital house, so don't make it easy for anyone else to duplicate. Use a combination of upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. And remember, no two keys should be alike, so avoid reusing passwords across different platforms. Next, consider enabling two-factor authentication. This adds an extra layer of security by requiring not only your password and username, but also something that only you have access to, like your phone. It's like a second key to your digital house. Regular software updates are also crucial. They're like the maintenance crew for your digital house, fixing vulnerabilities and keeping everything up to date. So, don't ignore those update notifications. Always connect to secure Wi-Fi networks. Public Wi-Fi networks are like open doors, anyone can walk in. So, whenever possible, use a secure network. Lastly, consider using a virtual private network, or VPN. It's like a private tunnel in the digital highway, keeping your online activities hidden from prying eyes. Implementing these steps can significantly reduce your vulnerability to cyber threats. So take some time today to strengthen your digital house. Remember, your online security is in your hands. Let's recap what we've covered today. We've emphasized the critical role cybersecurity plays in our digital lives. We've broken down the basics, helping you understand the threats lurking in the virtual shadows. And finally, we've walked through practical steps you can take to bolster your online security. Remember, knowledge is your first line of defense. In an increasingly digital world, a strong online presence is not just about visibility, it's about security. Stay safe online.